just cavity concoctions.
Tell you what, we could have had a good life together. Fucking real good life. Had us a place of our own. But you didn't want it, Ennis. So what we got now is...
I don't want to be that guy, but imagine if a man said this about all women. The comments would probably be like, you know, all women don't owe you anything, rightfully so. I find it interesting how she refers to these like non-alt women as basic, you know, uninteresting, and sprinkles in, and not even good people most of the time. You know, she says that as if like, that's a crazy sweeping statement first and foremost, but like, in my opinion, it shows the superiority complex that like alternative people, or, you know, young kids, or young, in my opinion, it shows the real like superiority complex that like young alt folks have, you know, because like basic, people use that as an insult. Am I still recording the audio? I am. Okay, cool. This whole video reeks of like, why don't alt men want to date me, you know, which is fucking cringe. With the audio as well, oh my god, we could have had a good life, Ennis. We could have had a real good life. Like, good god, you're desperate, aren't you? And this begs the question, right? This isn't me talking to that girl in specific. I don't even know her, obviously, but like if being alternative is the only thing that you have to bring to the table, the bar's kind of on the fucking floor, isn't it, for dating? You know what I mean? I'll say this to everyone in the back too, right? Like, if you make your entire personality based on how you're dressed and like the music you listen to and stuff, then you're just materialistic, you know? Like, you should make alternative features be a part of who you are, but don't let it consume you, and certainly don't let it be the only thing going for you, you know? Have hobbies, have interests, have talents, be an interesting person, you know? Don't be scared to be an interesting person, but don't make the way that you portray yourself the only way you're interesting, if that makes sense. And I know damn well it's a bigger phenomenon for like alternative women to be dating less alternatively presenting men, you know, and people complain about that, and people who complain about that need to get a fucking grip, in my opinion. Like, what the hell?
Why are goth girls always dating the most,
you know, I'm so paranoid that the audio is going to stop recording. I don't have the mic with me, by the way. The mic's back in uni in a different fucking country, so I'm using my phone, and that's why it's like, whatever. But people be like, oh, alt women always date the most like basic guys, blah 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 blah. Like, I think it's cute to see like opposite aesthetic couples, you know? And like, I don't know, alt women are hot, you know what I mean? Alt women are pretty, you know, so when you see like a pretty normal looking guy with like a gorgeous alt woman, you know damn well like she's being treated like a queen, you know? And I think that's pretty freaking cute. Sorry to all the miserable, insecure losers who for some reason want segregation or some shit, like, I don't get it. And then, you know, and the dudes who complain about this, bro, oh my god, it's always some guy like with baggy jeans, like a Deftones tee, and he has like no talents, no skills, fucking no hobbies, thinks like shit, looks like shit, treats women like shit. And I've come to find that the stereotype of normal looking guys who sexualize alt women is kind of not true, you know? It's always the guys who are like, those kind of guys who are slightly alternative, who then because of that think they can say weird shit about goth women or whatever. Like, this video basically is giving the same vibes of like, oh, I need a freaky goth mommy, is what I'm talking about. Like, oh, I need a metalhead man. Like, oh, good god. In some ways, I would go as far as to say like metalhead men are sexualized quite heavily as well. You know, you look at Peter Steele. To be fair, okay, he's kind of like a sex icon or whatever, but like, I don't know. A lot of these instances of alt insecurity usually go hand in hand, or are the direct cause of like the alt superiority complex, in my opinion. Can you guys hear my family having fun? How dare they? How fucking dare they while I'm trying to record a YouTube video? Alhamdulillah, bro. A lot of these instances of like alt insecurity, usually go hand in hand with the alt superiority complex, you know what I'm talking about? Where like, which granted, it's mainly observed in children, you know, but nonetheless, we've got to teach them just not to be fucking dicks just because they're alternative. Like, I'm sure you've heard of the term, of a phrase like, rap is like scissors, you know, if you've been on TikTok, which if you haven't heard of that, I envy you. Who put it in people's heads, in like young alt boys' heads, that they're like better than people for listening to fractionally less popular music, for listening to a fractionally less popular genre? I'm so glad that every post I see now, when I search up like rap is like scissors, like it's just people hating on the trend, because we don't need more of this bullshit fucking phenomenon of children making up trends to constantly try shove in people's faces how much better they think they are than black people. I mean, other people. Who said that? What? Why is that, bro? Why are alternative children, metalhead, goth, punk children, so annoying. Particularly children who are just into rock or have just gotten into rock. Like, bro, you listen to Guns N' Roses and Nirvana. Like, you're not special, bro. Stop being like, oh, all these freaking mumble rap losers. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. What really strikes me in a lot of ways is that rap is like just as countercultural as rock and metal and punk. I've made this little acronym here, you know, just to show some similarities between metal and rap. You know, everyone likes chips. So, you know, and it fucking pisses me off a lot when, like, they try to discredit hip-hop and rap as a genre that, like, can't be as beautiful or as cool as, like, grunge or rock or metal or punk or whatever. Like, any piece of music, do you know what I mean? If you dislike rap, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you say, like, when you try to act like you're superior to those who listen to rap or try to discredit rap, like, oh god. That doesn't just make you an asshole, okay? It makes you objectively wrong and an idiot, actually. And depending on the context, I would probably think you're racist as well, depending on the context, obviously.
It's time for us to stop listening to rap music and this degenerate hip-hop stuff and go back to the music that built our civilization.
The sad part about, like, alternative features, right? I kind of get what people are talking about. You know, fuck you, Tim Burton. Nah, I'm kidding. I love Tim Burton films. This was admittedly a while ago. You know, it might have even been last year. But people were asking the question on TikTok, obviously on TikTok, where the fuck else? Fucking chronically online losers, okay? They're asking, oh, do I have alternative features? Oh, I've been told I have alternative features. Oh, it's such a shame. This person would make such a good goth or metalhead. Oh, he has alternative features. Like, what are you talking about, bro? So things like crooked teeth, you know, pale skin, kinky hair, black hair, being skinny, pale skin, negative canthal tilts, pale skin, hooked noses, eye bags, pale skin. You're noticing the theme here, right? Okay, cool. You don't have to be turning into like a black pill looks maxer. Whatever, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Why? We're doing what Gen Z does best, right? We're doing what capitalism does best, right? We're inventing new insecurities, okay? Why are we inventing new insecurities again? It's the fucking TikTok is the bane of Gen Z's existence. Do you know what I mean? Right, it's right under our noses and we use it every single day. And I use it every day and I admit that, right? But with all these stupid made up terms and trends to make us feel bad and make us like divide us into little categories and consume as much shit as we need to fill the fucking void of insecurity. Stop consuming, gang. Stop consuming. Go make music.